ready for your punishment, slave.
I sometimes scream out, no. When really they mean yes.
Yes, yes!
And this is why we have the safe word. Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
She's not a Christian!
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
Assaulted by my roommate.
Yeah, that did happen that week, actually. What a
You had to finger bang Freddy Krueger. Oh, right in the old mud wallet.
Yeah, you told me my dreams would come true.
Yeah, well, I said, welcome to Hollywood. You're going to have to eat some asshole while you're here.
Yeah, I had to pay my rent.
So what's going on last night? Danger Zone. Danger Room?
Danger Room. The Danger Room is a safe space for dangerous ideas. And
Is that the tagline?
That's the tagline.
Throw it again.
The Danger Room, a safe space for dangerous ideas.
Do you have to say it in that tone?
I have to, yeah. It's contractually obligated.
So at the Corner Comedy Club, John and Queen here in Toronto.
Yeah.
You go down there it's a Sunday. Show starts at 9 and what goes till
whenever I get
12.
Whenever 12:30, 1. It depends on how drunk I get. And like last night, I kind of
how
just
drunk
gave
you
up.
get, how drunk you are when you get there.
That does factor into things, yeah.
How many drinks do you usually have before you get to the show? Because it's the only comedy club that puts down sawdust before you get there, so you got a place to puke.
Yeah, basically.
Well, you had a little bit of everything last night. How many different flavors of shots?
Well, there was this group of women who bought me
here we
tequila.
go. All your bad stories start with, there was this group of women, right?
And they always get me into trouble.
Do you have no self-control?
There was a whiskey,
Somebody told me you
tequila.
hit your girlfriend in the bathroom after the show.
No, why the fuck would I hit my girlfriend?
No, you didn't, but I've been spreading that around lately.
Yeah, you told yourself that, thinking it'd be funny to tell everybody.
Am I lying?
Nah. I mean, it'd be pretty...
But it's been
awful.
fun. I have to say, for a show you did number 4.
Yeah,
I've been part of 2.
Yeah,
I think the second one and the fourth one.
I think I guess you weren't there when we had the drummer. So yeah.
No. Yeah.
Dude, that was a fun one. I brought my buddy Ken in, and he just set up his little drum kit and started doing rolls after people's jokes.
You should get like a children's instrument set. Like a little
something
drum, something from the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Even a plastic saxophone and stuff.
I was thinking it'd be fun to just bring in like random musicians every week.
Keep in mind, this place is packed at
And
20
tiny.
people.
Yeah, it's such a tiny. It's smaller than this living room.
Is it? No.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe about the same size.
Yeah, yeah. I would say the entire club is about, and people listening at home are going, what the fuck are you guys talking about? You could be in a meat locker. And it's about the size of a good meat locker.
Yeah, maybe a big walk-in fridge.
Yeah, but it's cool though. I've performed there.
Love the club. I what is it? MC'd for you when you were headlining just a couple weeks ago.
That's right. And we
That was a
had
fun show.
Derek
Oh
Harvey
my-
and Kenny Hotz showed up.
Dude, that was a crazy night.
That was a crazy night.
fucking crazy night. Don't give me shit about getting drunk at a show.
What was I?
You were a bad influence.
I was a bad influence.
yeah,
I just have to show up, and everyone goes, "Okay, we've just widened the boundaries whatsoever."
Yeah, isn't that fucked up? Like,
'Cause I don't-
how do you keep up with that?
With my life?
Well, no, just you kind of like you said, you walk into a room and then the boundary expands for some reason. It's like,
because they know they won't be judged.
well, not by you.
And if I can get anyone to kill themselves over a weekend, I need the press.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think I give people hope that are not my age yet in some sort of twisted way. So, you don't have to have a family.
You think that's what it is?
I don't know. I just think people think it's weird that I shoot heroin in my asshole.
I mean, most people use their toes.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that you can get gangrene and stuff. I don't like it. I even when I go and give blood, I flat out tell the lady, I go, listen, you're gonna have to lay me out because I'm gonna just collapse. So
Oh shit! You pass out?
I pass out. Tattooing, I've had a lot of it, but I'm not a fan of the process.
You have a lot of tattoos.
I don't like it.
Why do you do it?
Because I hate myself, Dan. I couldn't afford the Ferrari, so I just permanently scarred myself. So I'm more of a quilt. I want all my skin made into mittens and shit
That'd be cool.
for kids.
That'd be cool. I'm sure some German fan, one of your Swedish fans will
Buy up
buy
my
into
skin?
that. Yeah, definitely.
I could totally see that. If there was a situation after I died that I could give my skin away, but not as a medical thing, but
Like it's a
as
sexual thing.
no, not everything doesn't have to be up the ass, Dan. No, just the skin. What would you donate?
Would I donate? I wouldn't.
You wouldn't donate anything?
No, fuck that.
Not even as a gag.
What would I donate? Nothing. I don't
How
know.
about not have your toes made into keychains?
I mean, I kind of just want to be buried under a tree, to be honest. I want my whole body just to become a tree. Or like, that's what I want.
This is the weirdest way of coming out of the closet to me. I want to be buried under a tree.
Yeah, I'd like to just become one with the earth again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
Personally.
you kind of are because you've been described as one of the biggest pieces of shit in the city. So,
That's not an inaccurate description of me.
But you've had some problems over the last little while. Didn't you? I don't know. I've been getting all the secondhand information via Facebook, which is probably the worst place to get the news.
Oh yeah.
But you have this thing that you call them femtards.
Yeah, the femtards. They're going crazy.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
I don't know, man. It's just like I put tard on the end of anything. Like if somebody becomes a cokehead, they're a coke tard.
And what does tard mean to you?
To
like
me, it's
slow
like
person, burden of society.
No, like getting so fucking wrapped up into one little aspect of something that you just become retarded on it. You cease to see the logic and the big picture.
You've got blinders on.
Yeah, you're tunnel
only see
vision.
what you want to see.
Yeah, and
yeah, that's weird. I think because people are so build their morality around what they get through their social media feeds and what the mob mentality is.
And it feels like it reinforces your point of view, and so you sort of become insulated and think that whatever you think, everybody else thinks because of your robot telling you that.
Yeah. They're getting mainlined information
That they like.
at an erratic.
Which is great because, I like it. I like that my news feed, I like everything on my news feed. I like all my friends, basically, that I've added on Facebook. I've curated my world view.
Sorry about blocking you, but go on.
But you know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know. With femtards, I know when I got banned from a show the other week, and I won't say
But
what
you weren't
show.
even on the show.
I wasn't even booked on the show.
You were just hanging out.
I was
drunk.
hanging. No, it was just a
Dan,
weed.
were you drunk?
I was smoking a joint.
Oh God!
And
you do joints?
yeah, I smoked the joints.
Ew.
And it was at a weed room, and the organizer asked me to eat some time because somebody hadn't shown up. And I was like, okay, it really wasn't
Did they
prepared.
say eat some time, or could you piss everybody off and get them to leave?
They said, could you? Nobody left. Anyway, the show was like your normal show at this particular venue. There was dogs running around, and everybody was like petting the dogs. The show was garbage.
What was it, in a tool shed? It was in the back of a kennel.
It was in the back of, Anyway, so I went up, and I started doing my material, and the dirty stuff wasn't really working. So I go out of the dirty stuff, and I go into my static.
Give me the opening line. You cunts.
Probably something along those lines. I didn't say that. Probably.
You immediately put them against you.
Well, you know what I did? I did like my sucking a tit joke, which is like, if you're sucking a boob and you don't have a boner, you're a baby.
I like that.
It's not like that bad of a joke.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's a little cute joke, but then they were just all stoners.
Do you have to use the word boner? It sounds kind of crass.
Anyway, so this
You say
lady...
penis erection?
This lady...
Try it with penis erection.
If you're sucking a titty, a boobie, and you don't have a erection...
No, penis erection.
If you don't have a penile erection, you're a baby.
I like penile erection.
Yeah, it's a little specific, but because
Boner sounds rude.
I think chicks can get
Babies don't get boners.
Women can get boners.
Women can get boners.
Yeah, they get their nipple boners. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe I could just say if you're not erect, because
yeah.
That women can.
You
get
don't want to
erect.
go into a room with a chick's tit fucking herself.
Oh my god!
Just banging her own milk bags.
Anyway, so I got banned from the show. Something awkward happened. This lady called me a pervert, and instead of eviscerating her, because I knew that this is one
From
of those...
the audience, you still on stage?
Yeah, she goes, I don't want to talk to you. I was just going into the crowd for a second. I was like, hey, I'm talking about Static Cling here. And she's like, I don't want to talk to you. You're a fucking pervert. And I was like, oh, thanks for paying attention to my act.
Yeah, don't be angry at me because your father did double anal on your mother. You're the pervert.
I feel like this woman just maybe wasn't, but I don't know. Who's to say? Anyway, she was very angry.
How old?
Maybe like 25, 26. Not a very attractive lady sitting by herself with her arms crossed the whole show. You understand what I'm saying?
We call them cunts where I'm from.
Well, yeah. She didn't have any friends there, but she didn't make any. And then she calls me.
By herself?
Yeah. And she calls me a pervert, and I'm like, okay, well, thanks for listening to my set. I'm just trying to work on some jokes here. And then instead of like ripping her head off, because I knew that the booker, doesn't want any of this disparaging, dirty shit, like being, Dan Guiry.
Sounds like you were bombing.
I did bomb. I'm not going to say I didn't bomb. I bomb. I bomb.
So he tagged you in to fill some time. Didn't go so well.
Yeah.
And he didn't approve of your choice of
jokes,
the material, and the direction you were going.
Yeah, and
that's
bombed.
fine. It's all subjective.
And then anyway, so when I actually had been booked,
did you get into words with the?
No, not at all. And when I got,
how did you know that you were banned?
Because I got home and they had messaged me and said we just can't have you back for I'm going to cancel your gig that you have in 2 weeks. One that I was actually preparing a curated set for, whereas on the Thursday I was there. They asked me to go on, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just walk on and see what I can do. And
how many people are in the audience? 4 or 2?
Probably like 15. And it wasn't a good set. I'm not going to say it was a good set, but I'm not going to say that it was a great show that night. There were dogs walking around. Everybody was petting the dogs.
Yeah, that's quite a big distraction.
Yeah.
You may as well have a baby crawling around.
Anyway, I digress. This wasn't...
Or the dogs get a hold of the babies.
It's not really the point of the me going out to open mics where I'm not getting paid to go crush every time. Like, I'm not... When I think about comedy and I think about art, I think about I'm trying to create something.
Was it the management or the promoter?
It's just a booker. Yeah. And, it's not a big deal at all. I was just bummed out. And so I got home and I'm like, I made this status on this Toronto stand-up comedy community page. And I was just like, yo.
That is a shit show.
I know.
It is like a retard convention.
Oh, for sure. And what?
Femtards.
Yeah. But, how could you take it seriously? Anyway, so I go home and make this post, and I'm just like, yo, I got booted from a show, and I'm banned for being a pervert. And so I'm going to be
welcome
bummed
to
out.
Show business.
I'm going to be bummed out for a while. I'm not going to stop being a pervert because that's what I do, in my act. But if you see me around, I'm going to be a bummed out pervert. And then I promoted the Danger Room, and I said, you're not going to get banned at the Danger Room. And then 300...
parlayed it into a...
and I didn't mention the venue, and I'm not going to mention the club or the booker.
Did you mention the guy's name?
No.
Okay.
But they eventually in the thread outed themselves and then got in this whole tirade and a bunch of these...
Everyone's defending an open mic. Who cares?
Yeah. And I was just basically trying to promote the Danger Room and talk about the idea that, we go to these open mics to try out jokes,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going out to an open mic to fucking murder the stage.
No one wants any trouble anymore.
Well, yeah, but how are you supposed to work on a bit?
Yeah.
How are you supposed to work on a...
Hey, you're telling me.
It's fucked.
I'm fucked.
Well, we're both fucked. So that's why I created the Danger Room, is because fuck these fucking PC liberal fascists going around saying what you can or can't say at a fucking open mic. You want to tell me what I can say? Show me the money.
Yeah.
If you want to pay me.
And then I have a choice whether or not to take the job or not.
Yeah.
Well, I heard there was a lady laughing so hard at the Danger Room that she had a miscarriage.
Well, that's her choice.
I think, is that a good time?
That's a good time. Fucking Danger Room is a fun time, man. And it's fun to, yell at everybody and be an asshole and be a pariah. And, a lot of what I do in stand-up is satire and making the audience uncomfortable to, elicit a cathartic response. And, I think a lot of traditional comics look at stand-up as just being set up punch and you're only there to laugh. But last year I was doing an open mic and this chick said I triggered her. And,
nice.
And
how long were you with her for?
She was just some chick at Sonics. You've been to Sonics.
Yeah. Cut her.
Yeah. So
was it that dump truck ex-hooker?
No.
I saw that chick take a shit in the urinal there.
Dump
and
truck
waved
ex
to me.
hooker. Who's that?
Some girl, I was talking about prostitutes or something. She come up to me. She says, we like to be called prostitutes, not hookers, because I used to be one, but I'm not anymore. I said, yeah, I know what you used to be, too. You used to be a full set of teeth.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but that's exactly what I said to the chick who came up to me, basically. She goes,
Shut up, Fats. Oh.
She goes, you triggered me. I want to kill myself now after the set. You made me want to kill myself.
Good.
And that's what I said. I'm like, good. You fucking come
Get it out of the way. The subways are crowded.
Yeah, I told her to go fucking do it.
Do it.
You're going to come to a comedian and ask for sympathy with suicidal tendencies? You realize how many comedians I know who killed himself?
Oh, first of all, don't even give that. She just went up to your front lawn and dumped out a wheelbarrow full of elephant shit and expects you to deal with it. That's on her, not you.
But
don't
no.
go out in public then. Don't go to movies. Don't go to art.
Well, that's what I said to her, and we ended up
Fat, right?
No, she was. What ended up happening was her and her partner, these lesbians, started talking, and this girl said she's suicidal.
Were they angry that because they thought you were misrepresenting them as part of the community?
Because I look like a lesbian? Yeah.
You look like a lesbian?
I'm basically a lesbian with a huge clitoris. my girlfriend is the pants in this.
Yeah, you have a girlfriend. How's that going?
It's been about 2.5 months.
Ooh.
Been 3 periods.
3 periods,
yeah.
And how do you feel about it? Are you a period girl living in a period world?
Yeah. I like fucking a girl on her period. You do that?
Buddy, I fucked a skin knee once. Okay? I start backwards.
No, things are going good. I got a good girlfriend. It makes it a lot easier to deal with people being retarded. Like about
You have something to reflect off of?
Yeah, no. When you come home and you just got this beautiful woman, and she's like, "I understand you."
Could you close the door? I'm trying to have a shit.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice taking a dump in front of your girl.
You gonna have a chick?
Me and. Well, yeah, I'm gonna dump a load in her one day.
You think so?
Fuck yeah, man! You seen her fucking muscles?
Yeah, but now what? Then you're a dad.
So what's the problem?
What are you gonna do that for? Ruin everything?
What's so good about my life right now? I'm not saying having a kid would make it better, but like, it wouldn't make it worse.
You'll totally make it worse.
What's the problem? You have a little kid running around.
Why? Get a parrot.
Well,
teach it to fuck.
Start with
say daddy.
I just like to suck my girlfriend's titties, and one day I know I'm just gonna dump a load in her.
Yeah, but then you're sucking on her tits one day, and there's a fucking toddler next to you doing the same thing, but he's got a boner.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
would you be proud of your son if he had an erection while he was eating out your wife?
if my son had an erection while he was sucking my wife's titties,
no, eating her out.
Oh, give me a break.
He crawls, but he always goes to the worst smell in the house, and it happens to be her.
Well, if I woke up and my son was eating my wife out, I think I'd be pretty upset. That'd be a lot of counseling I'd have to purchase.
But when he did it, his diaper was hanging down off the back, and he had like a cheek.
Shit, man, you got problems. We just threw a lighter, and I did, and fucked everything up.
There we go.
Yeah, fuck.
So your son ate her. How old is your son now?
Well, after that harrowing experience, he's
If
dead.
You came home,
he's fucking dead.
If you came home and your son was eating out your wife,
I'd kill him.
And you could see his road flare sticking out of the top of his diaper.
Oh my god!
It's bright red. It looks like it glows in the dark. Looks like a freshly hammered sword.
What if?
And he's eating out your wife.
What if I'm fucking my wife and then my son's head pops out of her vagina?
All right, Dan, don't make it gross. I just asked a simple question, man.
What if I'm like fucking my pregnant wife and then the baby's head comes out of the vagina, starts licking the pussy,
and your tongues meet, and then you see God.
And that'd be weird, right? Because I don't want to make.
That's like a weird Michelangelo play. You're eating out your wife, and your kid puts his tongue against yours and goes,
got his hands out there.
It's good stuff, isn't it, Daddy? I'm sticking around.
Finger banging her butt.
She's pregnant for 1.5 years.
What if you ever think about this? What if you fuck your wife and she's pregnant with a daughter, and then you fuck your daughter while she's in the womb. Is that a thing?
What do you mean? Why are you fucking your daughter in the womb? Who does that?
No,
What's the matter with you?
I'm just saying, you're supposed to have
The
sex.
the son thing was an accident.
So you're supposed to have sex with your pregnant wife because it helps her pussy get stretched out for when she's going to give birth. Okay.
Why not just throw her a shoehorn and a hairbrush and tell
Sure,
her
you could do
fix
that
it?
too. You know, but you're supposed to have sex with your pregnant wife a lot because
Who told you? The guy down at the construction site?
You don't believe it or not,
Jimmy the rapist?
My mom told
Your
me that.
mother did
Yeah,
that?
she's a labor
She had her hand
delivery
down
nurse.
in front of your pants at the time.
Well, there's a boil. No.
That's rude.
Anyway, so apparently you're supposed to fuck your pregnant wife. And they teach you this in
I guess
Lamont's
if you're
class.
never
I
going to
guess.
have a threesome, that'd probably be a good way to go out.
But what if your dick's so big, it goes in your wife's pussy and then it goes in your kid's pussy?
I think there's some sort of sack to protect that.
Oh.
You're not actually, the kid's not fighting a dick away from its face while you're trying to make love.
No?
I hope not.
I hope not, too.
I don't remember any of that.
I don't remember. Well, do you remember stuff from the womb?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I remember the internet went out for a week and a half and I went fucking bananas.
Wouldn't that be? That's ridiculous.
You're thinking about it. Wait a minute.
Wouldn't that be ridiculous that they invent like internet for the fetus and they put like a little iPad in the pussy?
They'll do something where they'll put a Bluetooth thing in the fetus's ear, and then it will just feed information into the baby.
And then they come out. They can already
Comes
read.
out, kid knows 4 languages
Jesus.
and can shoe a horse.
And you don't want to have a kid,
No, why?
so you fucking Keanu Reeves, Johnny Mnemonic, that motherfucker.
What's that?
You ever seen Johnny Mnemonic?
Yeah.
You remember that movie? They have the chips in the brains.
No.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Is that with Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves, Johnny Mnemonic.
He rides the subway, Keanu.
Does he?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
He was asking people for change. He told me he was in the Matrix. I don't know if it was actually him. I think it was just some hippie on acid, to be honest with you.
Gave a good blowjob.
Hey. So you're fucking your son in the mouth. The kid would come out, would just go, "Hey, I got it." He's got a dent in his forehead.
Thanks for all the lunches.
Yeah. I thought it was a goddamn rattlesnake coming to wake me up at 4 a.m. stinking of beer. Well, how old do you now?
I'm 31.
Do you think you have a kid before you're 60?
I'll have one before I'm 40, I'm sure.
Oh, Christ.
Why the fuck not, bro? It'd be fun.
Gross, man.
It's not gross. What are you talking about?
What do you want to do?
Gross
Name
about
it and chase it around with a stick?
Have fun,
Have fun.
Yeah,
Well,
play.
you don't want to hang. I'm not fun.
You're.
Am I
this
better?
Is great.
I'm better than
This
a
is-
kid.
You are better than a kid.
Thank you.
Right now.
But when you get a kid, the kid will be better than me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go around to the playground all liquored up one day and go, your dad's Dan, right? I
Yeah.
go, I used to hang out with your old man.
Yeah.
He used to care about me too. And then walk away.
Nah, man, you come over and hang out and, meet the kid.
What? So I can watch your shitty kid run around in his crap-filled diapers.
Sure, yeah,
And
why
your
not?
wife get fatter every year.
Oh, my God.
She's going to get huge.
Why do
And
you gotta...
you got to build. It's going to look like a fucking number 10 coming down the street with your forehead kid.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but with me and my girlfriend, we'd have a beautiful-looking kid.
Yeah, but it's going to be severely retarded.
Be pretty dumb.
Hey, it would be dumb if it could tie its shoes, and it won't be able to do that, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
How dumb do you think your kid's going to be?
Um,
Is your kid going to be so dumb that he's going to be molested by other kids in the neighborhood?
you mean you think he'll get laid? Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope he gets laid.
Other kids will give him candy and molest him.
I mean, that sounds like he'd be a pretty cool kid. Like he's getting all the pussy.
Turn the other cheek from behind.
He's getting all the fucking candy. They're just paying him to hang out and fuck. That sounds like he's an awesome kid.
Well, let's just say I'm your son for a minute.
Okay, all right.
And I've
go to your room.
You found condoms.
Oh shit, yeah.
Rolled over the end of a 4-foot cock under my bed.
Oh god.
And you get to sit down and tell him the queers and the bees.
I'd probably be like, "Yo, man, I'm glad."
Yo, man, what is he adopted?
I'd be like, "Yo, guy, good on you for being safe,
But please don't leave these things in the hallway. There's shit all over the end
yeah,
of them.
like could you clean up after yourself and would you just try and be cleaner about it all? And, do what you need to
And
do.
stop doing it on my pillow. I thought I had a cold for a year.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But I don't know, dude.
What about when guys come around the house to fuck your daughter while she's playing in the Mr. Turtle pool?
Oh, God. That's going to be hard. That's going to be a hard one. I'll probably kill them. I'll probably kill the little fuckers.
Oh, they're going to fucking... Your daughter's... If she's anything like you, she's going to be fucking at like 9.
Yeah, probably. And, oh, God. Poor little thing.
She'll have her first fuck tape out the time she's 12.
No, I think if I had kids, they'd be pretty well adjusted. They'd probably, I'd talk to them about stuff.
Like what? How to roll a joint?
Yeah, sure. If they had questions.
How much to drink to keep your hand from shaking?
Luckily, I don't have the shakes yet. Unless my whole body's like, ah.
Wait till you turn 40.
Oh, yeah?
And then you wake up, you've got paralysis from trying to run up a flight of stairs too fast.
What's paralysis?
It's when it looks like all the muscles relaxed on the side of your face, like a stroke.
Oh, shit. And that's just from doing the stairs?
No, this is from beating off in a garbage bag.
Well, I'm sure that happened to you, Jay.
But, so are you going to come back to California and say hi to your kid?
I think so. I think I'm going to come down and say, hey, this February I want to come down.
It's a good time to come
Some
down.
bro said he could help me out with my O1 visa.
That guy's a liar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He says he's a lawyer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he said he'd give me a free
Hey, look at
consultation.
Dan. I'm a lawyer now.
Okay. All right. How much like O1 visa? Was it a lot of work?
A lot of work. I have a green card, though.
Oh, how'd you get that? You American?
No, I'm an alien with extraordinary abilities.
That's the O1 visa. So you got it.
I got the final card.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing back here in Canada?
Just came to do some gigs with some rock gigs and stuff.
Yeah, that was a fun one, eh? That was a fun tour.
Yeah. I just got to get paid for it now.
Oh, shit. You still haven't been paid?
Still haven't been paid for it.
Those fucking cunts.
Yeah. That happens, so it's, when you deal with amateurs.
Oh, God.
But I always get paid, so it's just inevitable.
Yeah,
And,
I did Way Home Festival last year, and it was really hard to get paid out of it.
Which way? I hate that when you got to chase people for money.
Yeah, and it was like a huge festival. Neil Young played it.
Oh.
Fucking Kendrick Lamar. It was big. It
Cool.
was
How
awesome.
was Neil Young?
He was. It was interesting. He played for 3.5 hours, and he just at the
Wow.
beginning he just sat there throwing cherries at the audience and like handing them out. And I think it was Daryl Hannah, his girlfriend.
Daryl Hannah is
Yeah.
Neil Young's girlfriend?
Yeah, and
Are you serious?
She was there with his daughter or her daughter, and
Okay,
they were
hold on a
throwing out
second.
cherries.
Daryl Hannah from
Yeah.
Splash
and from fucking
sucks off Neil Young.
maybe. Yeah,
Maybe.
I think so.
How long have they been together?
I don't know. I heard it.
Neil
like,
didn't tell me.
dude, Neil's crushing mad puss. He's Neil
Yeah.
Young, dude.
Neil's gangster.
But he just went up there and he barely played any of the hits. He just played these songs about Monsanto the whole time. And he just kept going, Monsanto, Monsanto. It was really weird. I was really high on mushrooms, though, so.
You're probably facing the wrong way. You were
Yeah.
standing in line at the urinal talking to some guy's happy face in the back of his shirt.
That festival was really fun, man. I got so
Was it
high. on-
outdoors?
Yeah.
And you got high on mushrooms.
Oh, yeah. And they had...
How many mushrooms did you take?
One mushroom. No. One mushrooms, please.
Thank you.
No,
Would you like a bag for that, sir? No, I'm going to eat that here. Next to the unicorn. Oh, my God.
It was awesome, and they had like massage tables in the back area for us, and like
Some guy passed out in his tent. You just climbed on top of him.
Well, we had the VIP passes, right? Because we were artists, so we got to chill out, and it was hilarious. What with that cat? Got a cat here.
The guy keeps
I wish
jumping.
you could see this. The cat, every time he does it, the cat's like just jumps on its leg. Like, what?
Nah, he's not falling for it now.
I don't know how you make that noise.
He jumped. He's got Vietnam
He's got PTSD.
twitching.
Okay, man. What the? How do you make? I don't know. He makes that
And
noise.
everyone relax.
Fucking cat doesn't even give a shit.
No, he's a spaz.
I don't know how you do that.
Oh, it's been a fucking first day of summer down here, isn't it?
Fucking beautiful, man. The chicks got their titties out.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's right. In Canada, if you're listening in other countries, which probably most of you are, you can go topless in Canada. Women.
Oh, man, it's
I've only
beautiful.
seen it once, and maybe it was the year that it was legalized, maybe about 10 years ago. And the girl, how come everyone that pulls out their tits are the last person you want to see?
Oh, my God. Tell me about I was so hungover this morning because they give me a free bar tab there.
You got a
and
black coffee and just walked up to her. Could you top this
my
off with some espresso?
I was walking. Need a little cream here.
Could you run on the spot? I like a bit of a froth on it.
What bothers me is that some of these ladies who dress so provocatively,
Provocatively,
they don't.
You're a sex offender.
They don't realize that it's hard not for us to look at them. So you look at them, and then you're looking, and it's like you shouldn't be dressed as provocatively. You're gross, and then you're like, why am I checking out this gross chick? And you just are because they're dressed so provocatively.
Sorry, Dan, I wasn't listening.
I wasn't even listening either. It's hard though. Do you check out the women all the time when you're walking around?
No, I keep my head down, my hood up.
You don't look at the ladies,
I do out the corner of my eye.
and you like it, don't you?
I like but I'm a very specific thing.
Yeah, you like those chicks who have one titty.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
But if it's in the middle, I'm interested. And when I say middle of her back, lower back.
Yeah, I have a problem. I
I prefer a girl with two big zits on each ass.
I oogle the women.
Yeah, because you're like a. Yeah, you're like a rapist.
I'm not like a rapist. I'm not like a rapist. I've never raped anybody. You fucking kidding me? I've been raped.
Oh yeah, I know.
I got raped.
You were assaulted.
By
That's happened to a couple friends of mine.
But mine wasn't bad. I got raped by this chick.
Yeah, but tell them what she did to you.
Well, I came home all blackout drunk, and this chick just fucking.
She pulled a knife on you, didn't she?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's my fantasy then.
No, this chick just fucking. I was passed out on my couch, and
How'd she get in?
She's was friends with my roommate, and
Are you crying?
yeah, man. No, it was actually pretty awesome, but it was still I had a
An
girl.
awesome rape?
I had a girlfriend at the time. This was 3 or 4 years ago, and I'm like, I don't want to have sex with you. And I wake up, and she's snuggling up on me, this chick, and
I've
I'm
had
like,
that happen.
and
It's
I'm like,
gross.
yo, I don't really want to do this. And then I'm passing out. I have a barf bucket right beside me, and I wake up again.
Coincidentally full of semen and condoms.
I wake up and she's sucking my dick.
Ew.
And I'm like, yo, could you not do that?
Yo, could you not do that? It sounds like there was a big struggle.
Well, I was hammed, and I'm like, yo, I got a girlfriend. Could you stop? And then I pass out again, and she's raw dogging me, just fucking my dick.
On top?
Yeah, she's on top. Just
No, you had her bent over, and I just couldn't get away from her.
No, she's on top of me, just jumping on my cock. And
Wow.
so
You're built like a greyhound. That must have hurt.
and I wake up, and my body takes over, and I give her a few pumps, right, and pick her up and fuck her once or twice.
What did you say?
I gave her a few, right,
few pumps.
a few pumps, and then
You trying to fix a spare tire?
and then
you making love?
I realize what's happening. I realize it's not my girlfriend. I'm like, this is some chick, and I pull her off, and I say, hey, could you
Could you
get the
clothes
fuck
on
out of
and-
here? And then I'll just kick her the fuck out.
Was
And
she
then-
attractive?
Yeah, she's a babe. And then the next day she comes over and she's like, yo, that's really weird. What happened last night? I'm like, yeah, I'll say. And she's like, I just don't understand why somebody would fuck somebody if they have a girlfriend. Like, why would you want to fuck? And so she's trying to gaslight me into thinking that, and I'm like, yo.
You provoked it.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I think we'd be having a way different conversation if you were a man and I was a woman. And then she's like, are you saying I raped you? And I was like, you just said it.
Yeah.
And then she's ran out, and then she told all my friends that I'm a creep. And I ended up getting kicked out of this band I was in at the time because the drummer was a mutual friend, and she was just like,
A sister.
yeah, and she was just like, you're a piece of shit. You should get out of the band. I'm like, how am I a piece of shit here? I came home blackout drunk, barfed in a bucket, and then got my dick sucked and said no.
Did you eat her out?
No.
Oh. Well, sorry about that, listeners. I thought Dan was going to turn this story around, but
No. Sorry, yeah, you asked the question. I'm going to give an honest answer.
I get it. Does that happen a lot to you? You get overpowered by women?
Well, you know some of my history, yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, I just...
You've got like a fucking... The usual
I've got
suspects
a
as
rap
far as
sheet.
sexual partners.
I've got a fucking rap sheet. I'll tell you that much. Jesus.
What's the fattest guy you've ever fucked?
Fuck. Yeah, I did fuck that one person. It was like fucking an angry bear.
Yeah. Lurch.
Black lady. She broke my rib.
You got your rib bones busted from a bang?
Alexander.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That guy?
That chick.
Fuck. Well, hey, at least you were spreading a little love.
Yeah.
One loose nut at a time.
Well,
You ever have a girl kick your door in?
I had a girl who used to break into my house and titty fuck me in the middle of the night, and she didn't have any tits. She was like A cups, and it just hurt. It was
You just drew two circles on her ass cheeks and said,
Yeah.
we'll just pretend these
No,
are
that
jugs.
if you did that, they'd be bigger. It's just like like it was like rubbing my dick on some chick's sternum for a half an hour, and I'm like, why are we doing this? You know?
When you'd bang her, did she push her balls out of the way?
I wish. No, she
She would tit fuck nothing?
nothing. Just like it was like rub my dick on your chest. Like it was fucking weird, man.
Again?
Yeah, not gonna happen again.
Opening act. You gotta pay your dues on the
Yeah,
road.
how do you think I got the gig?
Rub your dick on the small of my back. Wow.
Yeah.
You been getting out of the set? You ain't doing any spots or?
No, I'm just kind of taking it easy, man. Like, I just kind of wanted to take a break. I'm doing this movie project, you know, knock on wood, if it fucking ever happens. And it's about a comedian.
Sounds original.
Well, it's about a comedian, and it's kind of a horror movie also.
Horror or horrible?
Well, it's probably going to be both. But yeah, like this character is a lot like me, and he's going through a lot of the same things I've been through in life.
Scoliosis.
Yeah, and so I kind of wanted to just dive into this character and restart, like redo what I've been doing for the past 11 years with Yuck Yucks. Like I just kind of wanted to have a fresh taste. Yeah, get to, like it. I don't know, just a fresh perspective on what it is to be a comedian. And this is the movie's a lot about self-destruction, and that's kind of why I like the Danger Room, is I just go there and self-destruct for a night and yell at everybody and be a total asshole. And
What would have been some of the highlights over the last 4 shows there?
well, when we had the drummer was amazing. That night, Scott Dell came out of retirement and then relapsed.
That
And-
night on
yeah.
drugs?
Yeah, he had been sober for like 2 years, and then he came out, and
Triggers.
I show up to the show and he's already hammered, just waiting to sign up, and I was just like, dude, what the fuck? And he's just like, yeah, I got a drink, and then I put him on stage, and at the Danger Room, I don't give you any time. Like, there's no time limit. If you're fucking killing, you gotta go.
Yeah.
He did 45 minutes, man.
Great.
And just fucking murdered. I don't know. Have you ever seen Scott Dell?
No, I don't think so.
He fucking murdered, man. But it was kind of sad. But that was a highlight, man. It was so fucking funny to see that guy on stage again. I love that kid.
You said Dan Dunn was down there recently.
Dan Dunn stopped by on Friday. He said he was going to come last night, but
he didn't, that piece of shit.
But we had you on last night and fucking Boyd Banks, and
Yeah.
those are some highlights. And another highlight is like kicking off some young comics who were just not doing so well, and
Yeah.
it was just fun to be like, get the fuck off my stage, you piece of shit. Like, why are you wasting my time? Or like having
Yeah,
like,
you need some more of that.
yeah, it's just it takes me.
There's not enough chaos.
I gotta get a
I want
little-
to hear broken glass before the show starts.
Yeah, I gotta like get a little drunker before, because it's too hard to
A
be
little
mean.
drunker.
Yeah,
You
more
throw
drunk.
up before you go on stage.
It's just hard to be mean to you, like all the comics, because I like all you guys. I love comedians, you know. So
Hey, business is business. You're not up there making friends, are you?
I'm not. It doesn't seem to be the case. But I like what I do, man. I don't think a lot of comics do what I do.
Walk the audience.
You know what?
How many walkouts have you had? I used to get them some solid ones.
I walked out 50 chicks in a fucking stag party or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
they're called,
hen night.
bachelorette.
Yeah.
At the London Club, and I got banned from the London Club.
So no Niagara Falls for you then.
I've never walked anybody there. Fuck Niagara Falls, though. It used to be so much fun at that club. I remember one time Sam Easton and I went there, and we had lineups of chicks out the green room door. And your buddy Mendelson was like, how come this never happens to me?
Yeah, that's because you're wearing your grandfather's sweater. That's why. Who were some of your favorite comics in the city?
Some of my favorite comics to watch. I mean, it's different. Like some comics I like to watch, and some comics I like to work with. I love watching what JJ does right now. He's going insane, and it's amazing to watch. There's this guy, Nick Nemerov. I don't really know him, but he's hysterical. I mean, Hunter Collins always blows my mind how he can write so much shit.
Yeah, Hunter's great.
You watching an audience react to you is great when you're around. I don't know, man. It's hard. I'm hard pressed to say there's not very many comics I don't like, man. It's amazing.
Has Manolis ever come on to you?
Manolis? Has he ever come on to me?
Yeah.
I've never been that close. We were on tour one time, and he was getting a blowjob in the green room.
Ugh.
This was like 10 years ago.
Have you been blown in a green room?
Yeah, I fucked some chick I fucked my girlfriend in the washroom at the corner a couple times.
You fucked a what?
I fucked my girlfriend in the corner.
Oh, I thought you said I fucked the handicap guy that washes dishes in Mississauga.
No, man, I told you not to bring that up.
What? Well, you've had a series of bad relationships, like most of us.
Yeah.
What's the worst one?
The last one was pretty fucking rough. When I came down to San Francisco there and L.A. and was hanging out with you.
Were you in San Francisco before L.A.?
Yeah, that was so fun.
Yeah?
I ended up recording at Green Day's studios. I met some chick after a show, and she's like, "You're awesome. Come, we'll record you all day." I made a little EP. It was awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Any San Fran beaver?
No, man, that town is full of fucking pigs and
Like
dude,
fat chicks?
Yeah, it's just there's not very many good-looking people in that. Like that city is just
really
the women I did not find attractive at all. Like I didn't find. I saw this like Manitoba 3 making out with this like pretty good-looking dude on the bus, just like eating his face, and it was disgusting, man. I was like,
where are the hottest girls in Canada?
In Canada, probably I'd say Calgary, man. Yeah, Toronto or Calgary. Montreal, they have great fashion, but I don't think they're as good looking. Mm-hmm. But they're so sexy. Montreal has got a great. There's something just sexy about that town. But Toronto's got some hot babes, and then Calgary's got all the knockouts, man. Everybody's so fucking hot in Calgary.
Yeah, the cowboy chicks.
They know how to wear jeans, man.
Yeah, they know. You gotta have a good turd cutter to stuff in some Levi's.
Yeah, man. They got nice fucking.
But you
asses.
normally go after girls like 350, 380.
There was a time, yeah. There was a time.
You would get like Louis Anderson's shoulders and Jack Black's ass.
Yeah, there was definitely a time where I liked the bigger ladies.
Fuck.
What, you didn't like the big ladies?
I quit drinking, Dan.
It's amazing what that'll do for your taste.
I'm just doing a community service when I'm piss corked.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been dating pretty hot women lately. And I don't know. I had this one chick who just didn't get it. She was like, I tried to break up with her like 8 times. And she just kept, that was the chick who would break into my house and titty fuck me.
No jugs,
Yeah.
Nancy?
Yeah, and I'd be like, yo, man, I don't want to date you. Can you stop doing this?
Yeah.
And she'd wake up and it'd
I'm
be...
rubbing my dick on this fucking cutting board you call cleavage.
Yeah. It's just like...
Get the fuck out of here.
And she'd always make me, like, finger bang her so much. And,
What?
And I'm like...
Your wrist would be burning.
Yeah, and I'm like, don't you understand I got to go to work tomorrow and chop onions all day? Like,
Yeah.
I'm a cook.
Yeah. How do you explain that to your boss? I blew up my wrist,
I blew
feeding
up
the
my-
pony for an hour and a half.
Yo, chef, I can't fucking cook today. I've been finger banging all night.
Get out of here, hippie.
Like, what was I supposed to say? We just didn't jive. And she was kind of
Because of the
delusional.
fingering?
No, because she was delusional. She just didn't get it. She like was a musician, and her.
Did I meet him?
No. But her music was like okay, and her videos were like pretty not good. And
So she was doing better than you.
no, she was just really delusional. She's just like, she was releasing her first album, and she's like, I'm going to make $1.3 million off of licensing alone this year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck
Delusional.
how are you going to do that? And she's just like, not that you can't make money off of licensing music.
I'm raw talent.
Yeah, that's what you know? And you're just like, dude.
Easy 8 Mile.
And her music was like pretty derivative of like a bygone age, and it just wasn't going to hit. I could just tell, like, when you listen to it, you're like,
Was
okay.
she playing folk music?
It was like Evanescence. You remember that band, Evanescence?
Christian alternative rock.
Yeah, and
The worst.
spiritual, alt rock.
Uplifting.
Not even uplifting, but it was just not great.
Ugh.
And I just wasn't a big fan of her work, and I don't know, she was just pretty nuts.
So you stayed with her for 5 years?
No, that chick. God, that chick. The longest relationship I guess I have is 3 years. Me and this chick lived together. She was pretty cool.
Yeah. How'd that work out?
It didn't
you
work
talk
out.
to her?
No, not anymore.
What happened?
She
Is that
dumped.
you
She
were too
dumped
busy
me.
tit fucking some chick with no tits?
I was on the road, and she just calls me, and she's like, I can't do it anymore. And so I came home, and I was homeless.
And you're like, who's this?
like, who's this, babe?
Hold on a second, my girl. I think it's for you, honey. I think it's your sister-in-law.
Gil.
Gil, is that you?
Nah.
It's me, asshole.
No, that was a good relationship. It was just bummed out how it works. How about you? What was the longest relationship you ever had?
About 15 minutes.
15 minutes, yeah.
15 minutes. No, probably around 3 years.
Yeah. What happened there? How old were you?
She came out of her coma. And then it was off. All of a sudden, I had dresses picked out. I've been changing her for weeks.
She changed.
Yeah, she totally changed with a fucking battle cry. Ah!
Man. Yeah, it's hard being in a relationship when you can be an artist. You could be a comedian or make movies or music,
Fucking
whatever you want to do.
Broke and away. There's a lot of fucking X's on the board
Yeah.
for compatibility. But some guys can do it,
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm kind of like, I've enjoyed taking this time off of like touring as much, and it's kind of lonely on the road.
Oh,
man.
you've been turning down a lot of bookings?
I mean, I quit Yucks.
Yeah.
I mean, and they were working me pretty good considering how they work other people.
Yeah. You know what? And that's the thing now. You can go off on your own and do your own thing too. It's not as unrealistic as it was before, where people would only go to comedy clubs to see comedy. You can see it in a lot of different places, like, corner comedy and so on.
I think right now
A lot of indie rooms are kind of getting a hold and stuff. It's interesting to see. I wasn't around when I was
when you were
touring
starting
Canada.
out.
Yeah, it's my 20th anniversary next month.
Congratulations.
June
That's big,
25th
man.
will be 20 years.
Yeah, I just had my 10-year like last year.
Fucking 2 decades.
It's crazy when you think about it.
Oh man, I got an old journal of a book. I used to keep my show lists and stuff, and looking at it and flipping through the pages, and it's just like it. But I don't feel much different, I've grown as an artist and done some cool shit, but it just fucking blows by, man.
Yeah, time
It's
just
been cool.
flies.
I've laughed my ass off for 2 decades.
It's pretty fun, man, and I don't know, as an artist, I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. I've got a new album coming out called Knife City with my band Max Phoenix. We just recorded that, and making a movie and doing all that fucking shit and performing at the Corner, which is like 10 minutes away from my house.
Is that a weekly show?
Yeah, my show's weekly, and then he puts me on pretty well every week on the Fridays.
Your new kind of home club.
Yeah, it's nice to have that. I go in there. They don't charge me for drinks. Everybody puts up with me.
Yeah.
I mean,
People do have to put up with you.
they do. And it was frustrating sometimes working with Yucks. It's just being on shows that just made no jelly. They didn't make any sense. It was like me and then somebody who's like super clean, and then somebody who's like completely niche market. And it's like, why? How is this a show?
Yeah, sometimes it's just convenience.
And then like the headliner would get mad at me for doing my thing, and I'm like, well, why don't you just book me with a headliner that we work with, or like let me headline? And
there's no camaraderie there though.
Yeah, I know. It's frustrating.
It's not a team sport. I've said it before. It's you're kind of left to your own devices.
But it is a team sport, man. It really is. Like
make a few friends, but.
If you get a bunch of friends together and we all go on tour, that tour would be amazing. Like the Monsters of Comedy, I can't imagine that wasn't an amazing time.
Well, one of the guys I don't talk to anymore, and it was good. It was good at the time, but it was a lot of work, and luckily we did pretty decent with it, so it worked out. But you're dealing with some guys in Hollywood, so they know what the stakes are and how to make it work. So, it was cool. There's a movie in there somewhere. We filmed like 120 hours of tape.
Wow.
Made a little short film, but the cut that was sent was a little...
Right.
So, I think there's some bootleg copies floating around from the shows and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. And what's going on tonight? I think I can go by the Rivoli and maybe do a spot at the Cameron House.
Cool, yeah.
See what's happening. And but thanks for being on the show, Dan.
Yo, thanks for having me, Jay. It's always nice, and it's great to see you again. And fucking, let's go get fucked up.
And where can people find you?
At Dan Guiry on Twitter, or fucking Dan Guiry on Facebook. Go fuck yourself.
And any AA meeting in the city.
Yeah. Meet me at the AA meeting, and I'll be your sponsor.
Fantastic.
We'll get drunk after.
All right, Dad. Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't kiss me on the mouth. Don't ask if you're hurting me. And if you hear the safe word, stop what you're doing immediately. Do you have pantyhose?